Non-existent negotiations and missed opportunities for reconciliation between the PGA Tour and Live Golf have the sport stuck in place. Jack Nicklaus used to say that he knew before the first shot whether he'd beat whatever poor soul he was paired with that day. He'd look at them on the opening tee, and they'd be nervous, or jittery, or unsure what to do now that they were at the precipice, and he had them. The moment of truth had arrived for them, and they weren't up to it. Golf's moment of truth is here, and the sport is badly flailing. Half the sport's best or most notable players play on one tour, half on the other. They all only come together at the four majors. The next one, the PGA Championship, tees off next week, and then spiral off into their own tournaments, cashing massive checks in front of rapidly dwindling audiences. Fans, fed up with the desperate posturing and the unending chaos, are finding other things to do with their Sunday afternoons. When it's time to pay attention, because something is very wrong in the world of golf. It's been nearly a year since the PGA Tour and the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, the financial backer of breakaway Tour Live Golf, announced a dramatic, surprise framework agreement that was supposed to be the roadmap for a new era in men's professional golf, ushering in a world where the best would compete head-to-head, sponsors would be happy, and everyone involved would get so rich, and fans would maybe enjoy it, too. Probably. None of that has happened. The Tour and PIF blew right through their self-imposed December 31st deadline for getting an agreement done. Both sides have done some not-so-subtle saber-rattling. The Tour decided to bring another date to the dance by getting other outside investment from the Strategic Sports Group, a consortium of American sports owners. The PIF responded by sniping John Rahm out from under the Tour's nose. No one knows exactly what's going on, because no one's talking. We don't mean that no one is talking to the media. We mean that literally, apparently no one involved with the Tour or the PIF is even holding regular discussions. Guy Kinnings, the head of the DP World Tour, formerly the European Tour, seemed to indicate recently that the heads of the PGA Tour, the PIF, the DP World Tour and SSG haven't even met in any formal negotiating sessions. From my perspective, all I want to do is make sure we as quickly as possible get the right people around a table to talk about what can a future look like, Kinnings said recently in an. But until you get into the room with the right people with the right intent to try and find a solution, you are never going to work out a deal, and, at the end of the day, this is what is needed right now as quickly as we can. The latest blow to any kind of unity came this week, when Rory McIlroy and thus wouldn't have an active, out-front voice in any ongoing negotiations.